If you like this edition and you want to know more about the topic and understand it in detail, head on to pallavisehgal.com to see the full video on the topic. Building on the rapid startup evaluation, this episode reveals how to conduct thorough but time-efficient due diligence for promising opportunities. Learn the 80-20 framework for startup due diligence, master financial model analysis for pre-revenue companies, discover reference checking strategies that actually work, and understand what founders expect from professional investors during the due diligence process. The due diligence paradox and time boxing. Let's start with the fundamental tension that every early stage investor faces, the due diligence dilemma. Wherein if you're too shallow, then you miss critical risks and make poor investment decisions. But if you're too deep, you lose competitive deals to investors who move faster. When you see from a founder's perspective, founders give preferred access to investors who have demonstrated that they can complete due diligence effectively. Speed does become a competitive advantage, especially when there are multiple investors who are interested. The 80-20 due diligence framework has a systematic approach to focus your diligence efforts on the highest impact area. Let's understand the craft framework, wherein you have to understand that 80% of your risk comes from 20% of the areas. When we're talking about the craft framework, the C stands for customers. And when we're talking about the customers, we're talking about market validation. The key questions out here are that are the customers actually willing to pay, how much, and how often? Then we come to revenue, which is basically business model viability. The key questions out here being that how do they make money and are unit economics sustainable? This brings us to advantage, which is basically the competitive defensibility. The key questions that you need to ask is why will this company win and what prevents the competitors from copying it? This brings us to the founders, which is basically the team capability assessment. The key question here being, can this team execute? Do they really have the relevant experience? And finally, we come to technology, which is basically the technical risk assessment, wherein the key questions are then, does this technology actually work and is it defensible? The pre-revenue financial analysis framework. The step one out here is the assumption validation, not number validation. Don't focus on whether they'll be hitting 10 million in the year 3. Focus on whether their underlying assumptions are reasonable or not. Then you have your unit economics deep dive. You have your customer acquisition cost, your lifetime value. And finally, we have the STEM 4, which is the capital efficiency assessment. So what's the technical advisor engagement strategy that you should follow? First and foremost, define specific questions. Don't ask for general assessment. Time box the review, maybe 2 to 4 hours maximum for early stage companies. And then there is also the founder financial literacy test that you can follow. You can ask these questions to the founders. For example, walk me through how you calculated the lifetime customer values. The best early stage investors develop repeatable processes that give them confidence in their decisions while maintaining competitive speed in hot teams. We hope that you've enjoyed the preview edition of this topic. If you like this edition and you want to know more about the topic and understand it in detail, head on to pallavisehgal.com to see the full video on the topic.